Hello, everybody. It is me, your girl Shavonte, and we are back with at sending out a signal. And we have our guest here, Miss Desiree. How you say your last Delacruz?
Delacruz, yep.
Delacruz.
Hey.
Hey, first time at the ballpark saying that though for real. Delacruz. Oh, correct.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and I'm gonna let her say a little bit about herself, everybody, and so we can catch up because I'm learning too. So Desiree,
All
you got the
right.
floor, man.
Thank you. Thank you. Once again, I'm so thankful to be a part of this show. Thank you for inviting me here. My name is Desiree Delacruz Jones. Like she said, I am a mom of, get ready,
It's all
9
good, girl.
children.
Oh,
Yes.
listen, it's all good. Listen, I got five, girl.
Yes. So me and my husband, I'm married. We have 9 children, a combined family. And so yeah, I'm a mom. I'm a believer. I'm a recently author. Just wrote a
All
book.
right. What's your
Yes.
book called, girl? What's your book called?
Yes, ma'am. It's called Unravel and Break Free from Trauma. Um,
Unravel and Break Free.
yes, ma'am.
Mm.
Other than that, I'm a creator. I do t-shirts, live streams on Facebook, and just sharing it with everybody.
What's your Facebook?
Desiree Delacruz Jones.
All right, y'all hear where you can meet her at. Hit her up at Desiree Della Cruz Jones. And you said
Yes,
your book
ma'am.
is talk about that book real quick because I'm
Yep,
interested.
it's Unravel and Break Free from Trauma. You can get it on Amazon. If you just put Unravel and Break Free, it'll instantly pop up. You can also go to my website, which is I'll spell my name since it is kind of long. It's author Desiree on my website, so it's author DEZARAE.com. Yeah, you can grab my book Unravel and Break Free from Trauma.
And what about it a little bit though? Because I want to know a little bit. You know how they read the back of the book. You know how
Yeah,
you
girl.
gotta skim the back of the book
So
just to read. Just get a little glimpse of what we about to read. Let them know.
absolutely. And so this book, I could just flow with it. It's
Yeah, go ahead.
literally
Oh, baby.
it's literally just about how I overcame. I think that healing always begins with first going back to what got you where you're at in the first place. And so my whole 2020 was just about me kind of just unraveling how I became the person that I was. I was realizing that I had flaws in my marriage, that I had flaws as a woman, that I just have flaws in being in sisterhood, things like this. And so I just began to dive into what made me into that person. And I realized I had so much unhidden childhood trauma that I had kind of just pushed to the back of my head. And so I took the readers on this journey with me of just unraveling it. It's also a workbook, so I asked little prompts in there.
Man, girl,
Um,
I like workbooks.
yeah, yeah. And so I just talk about the main key of the book is just like forgiveness. It's just forgiving those who have hurt, from mom to dad to lovers, it's a mess, but it's a good mess.
And then like what you saying, forgive, because people need to understand that like forgiving don't mean that you always gotta take it though. You know what I'm saying? So we
Exactly.
gonna because I thought that when I say forgive, I forgive you, that meant that I forgive you and I'll let you, you can come back or you can do it again or I'm gonna let you back into my life. You know,
Mm,
that's just the same thing as with love too. If I'm gonna love you again, I'm gonna keep, but at some point you gotta know that you gotta love them at a
yeah.
distance. You know what I'm saying? You gotta everything just has to be at a distance. And with you just finding out that, I think that's amazing, girl. And then with 2020 with that pandemic anyway. So
Yeah.
we had a lot of time to just to chill and just to think about that. And I mean, with the kids too. So
Yep.
did they help you
Yeah.
out any, with
They kept me encouraged for sure.
okay.
There was times that, especially because I started on it the beginning of that year. So when the pandemic hit, it was kind of like, oh my gosh, should I keep pushing with it? But they were already so hyped up that they would not let me quit. It was like, no, this book was coming out. So they did keep me encouraged for sure. For
Okay.
sure.
And I also read you do stuff for nonprofit, so do I.
Yes, yes.
So what do you
So
do with your nonprofit?
Yeah, so I work at the I'm here in Lansing, Michigan, and so I work for a nonprofit called Southside Community Coalition.
Okay.
And so what we do there is we just do from helping people find Medicaid, helping people find homes, helping people get food. We do like a food distribution. But my main role, which I love, 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 and it just pushed me right into my calling, is I mentor. I mentor the youth. And so I go to well, schools are kind of shut down, but I'm still kind of doing the Zooms now. But I mentor youth. I talk to them, help them, overcome some of their risky behaviors and things that they might be going through. And so that's my role there, and I help out with the community and everything.
That
Um,
sounds like something we should link up with for real. Because
Absolutely.
ours is a Lansing Spartan Youth Organization, and
Oh
so
wow,
yeah, so we
I
do
love that.
yeah, and but we also are taking a leap. We want to keep teach kids about wealth and
Yeah,
starting off something different and just understanding that it's okay to have feelings and it's okay to be at a certain point and have a need for something because your need can turn into a drive and it can make
yeah,
a driven person in the right way. If
yes.
guided by God, you know what I'm saying? Because I think with Him, all things are possible. I know with Him. Let me change that.
Okay, come on. We know.
Let me take that back. Let me take it back. Take
Yes.
it back. Listen, I'm gonna know, because I'm believing even with changing your wording. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna
Yeah.
say I know that He is amazing because He has shown
Yes.
me in my life. And these kids have a chance. It's just
Yeah.
the seed that's sowed, and just like you said in your book, you know that it went back to your childhood, so you knew the root
Yes.
and you knew
Yes.
where to go back. But we don't never know that thing until God give us that revelation.
Ooh, come
You know what I'm
on.
saying? But
Come on.
that's what I'm saying. Like we'll never know until He give us that revelation, and then once you get it,
Yeah.
you're like, "Dang,
Come
why ain't I
on.
know
Come
that
on.
already?" You know what I'm saying? Like, why ain't I
Yeah.
know that already? It was just like, man, you weren't
Yeah.
supposed to know. You know what I'm saying? And that we beat ourselves up too. Listen, girl, it's a whole thing. So I'm so glad that you do have that book. What you say?
Unravel and break free from trauma. Yeah, and it's
Unraveling.
so good what you said because oftentimes we get used to functioning our dysfunction. Like truth be told, I thought I was good. Like I'm like I'm good. I love you, Lord, and I still will go off. But I'm
Right.
like I'm good, and I didn't realize that was it was being triggered from unsolved things that I never went and figured out. And once I found out, honey, it was like, oh my gosh. But
And we ain't over it. Ain't over it either.
no, no,
Over
it was
with it.
not.
It's many levels to it, and
Absolutely.
one way I'm gonna just say the way that that it helped me was learning the words and defeating
Yes.
them. Not saying that you're defeating them, but you understand them. And so, with those words gonna come a meaning, and with that meaning comes a whole lot of words that's attached to it. And
Yes.
when I start looking at words such as pain and hurt and
Mhm.
things of that nature, and I seen all that was associated with it. I made up in my mind was like, nope.
Yeah.
I'm for real. I'm over here reading all that. I'm like, nah, and you just
Uh-uh.
gotta know that all those words got a meaning, and those words got a meaning. So I
Yeah.
understand that's where the spiritual attachments come from. I'm like, nope. I
Yeah.
refuse to carry that. So everything that wants to bring pain to my life, I'm not gonna take it. And then even with the rooted stuff, like I said, how we won't never, because some people won't never understand that they hurt you.
Yeah.
And that's when you just
Come
gotta
on.
understand that they just gonna be people, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
that's where the forgiveness come from, like you were just talking about,
Mhm.
but just still walking away, because I'm like, okay, I'm gonna forgive you, but that don't
Yeah.
mean I gotta have you in my circle. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'm gonna just love you from a distance. No hate, no malice, no nothing. Just, out of sight, out of mind in a sense, and I think sometimes that is best.
It's
Um,
best.
walking this walk with Christ, because he say the way is narrow.
Yes. Yes. It is. And you can easily
Narrow.
get off track.
Easy, easy,
Mhm.
easy. And now I'm hearing now we both like I was just saying, you said you was married, I'm married, but I'm separated. You still with, and I have 5 children, lovely, lovely.
Yes.
I don't think I ever told everybody, but yeah, I have 5 of them, 3 boys and 2 girls. All
Amen.
of them teenage, what, 19, 17, 15, 14, 11.
Oh
And
my goodness.
yeah, girl.
You
Listen.
got some ages, yes.
I know, right? Look, they coming on out of here, but I understand, and talk about the business, with you being an entrepreneur and
Yeah.
you being a wife and you being old man, you got to go to the doctor's appointments and
Come
things.
on.
People think that you know what I'm saying? They think that it's just nothing being that way. Let them know about it, Desiree. Let them know.
Oh, girl. That is, yes,
Yeah, you got
absolutely.
9 because I couldn't even imagine that though.
Yeah, it's literally the grace of God. Like people
Yeah.
always like, how do you do it? I'm like, it's nothing but the grace of God because I have no idea. I literally want to go crazy every day, but yet He's keeping me. But it's
And
definitely,
he's
it's
keeping you
definitely.
beautiful too. He's keeping you
Thank
beautiful, man, too,
you, thank
baby. Yes,
you.
ma'am.
Yes, and so it's never like I'm sure it's never a dull moment. It's like the house is always rocking. It's
Always.
always something
You ain't
going
never get in
on.
the bathroom, girl. Be like, "Woo,
Girl.
Lord." Ain't never have a chill mom. I'll be like, dang, can y'all just give me a few minutes?
Girl, I usually go hide in the bathroom, but the girls, I got 3 girls and the 6 boys, and the girls,
Okay.
they are attached to me.
Yeah.
I mean, one of them know how to unlock the door, and I'm just like, how did you get in here?
Yeah, that's the mama life for real. Yes, I'm telling you,
Yes.
girl. You just be looking
Um,
over there. Look, this how you look at the door when it pop. You be like, is it?
girl.
I know they just didn't just pop that door open.
Right.
And how listen, they don't even want you to even bust a knock on the door when they in there though. They want
No, right.
privacy.
Oh, come on. That's
Girl,
my oldest right there. I'm like, how you telling me privacy? I get none. I
done
get
and we
none.
done and I think we got more to cover. You know what I'm saying? Like we
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? Like, hold up. Can I even get my freshness real quick? Can I get my
Right.
5 minutes of woosah
Right.
real quick?
Woosah. That's all I want.
And just
That's all I want.
here, that's it. Just give me five, five, five. Like the
Yep.
kind of just give me five, five, five. That's all I want, girl. Just
Yes.
but
So
that's
I will say it's a bit it could be overwhelming at times, but it definitely keeps me pushing. Like I said, they helped me push when I wanted to give up with my book. And also, I involved them with my t-shirts and things. And so they're like, we're doing this. There's no stopping. So
exactly, and that's a good role model that you been for them, and it's a good legacy that
thank
you
you.
gonna keep. Because they looking at you. These
They
kids,
are.
they see more than what you think. You know what I'm saying, and they know. And kids want to really see their parents happy.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
they want to. Even in the situation that I'm in right now. I wouldn't even spit no bad words on him, but it's just the fact that the kids just want to see him happy. They want to see me
Yeah.
happy. They would like to see us happy together, but that's the work to be worked.
It's
You know what
definitely
I'm saying?
work.
You
It's
know, and
definitely work.
yeah, I think that marriage is a okay work though.
It
But I
is.
feel like it has to be 2 willing participants. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not an advocate against it. I really want it. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta know, how bad do you want it? You know what I'm saying? But
How
I want
bad?
God, yeah, and I started realizing that, God is like, hey, I'm really the man that you're supposed to, because I've been putting so many things in front. And then once
Mm,
you get me free, I put something else in front. And then once
yeah.
you get me free, I put something else in front.
Yeah,
And
come
not even
on.
knowing that I'm putting it in front. You know what I'm saying? But I'm
Mhm.
putting it in front. And now I got to a point right now in my life where it was nobody. You know what I'm saying? I was frustrated with myself and I wanted to punch
Mm.
holes in a wall, but I ain't want to hurt my knuckles for real.
Okay.
But that anger on the inside though, I really wanted to.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, I'm not that manly. I was just like, man, all I could do was cry and listen to my gospel music. That's why I love it so
Yes.
much. My gospel music has, I commend every artist out there with some amazing music because they don't know that they help somebody. Well, they do know. They do know it's a blessing. That music
Yes.
is amazing, and I don't care what
Get you out of dark place.
I'm telling you, and God, just like He said, hide the word in His heart, in your heart, that you may not sin against Him. Oh, I
Yes.
mean, I think the words of a song also too, man. Listen,
Ooh.
sometimes I be down here, put that good old song in my heart, boy.
Yeah.
I get the plan, like, okay, Lord, this what you saying to me, and I go find that
Yes.
book right on that playlist and get the plan, and I get the
Mhm.
feeling better, like, okay,
Come right up out of that thing.
yeah,
Yep. Yep.
let me say it with my chest today. Let me say it with
Yeah. I love it. I love it. And
my
those dark places, they are definitely they're the worst. It feels like in the middle of it, like, man, why do I gotta go through it? But it's something about when you come out, you do get to see that God was with you in that. You know, although I am married, I will say there has been many challenges. There's been many times where I'm like, Lord, it's just me and you because only you're gonna get me through this dark place. So I will say sometimes that pain, it does serve a purpose. It helps us find those songs, help us lean more on Him, because like you said, I put so much in front of Him, and then I need Him, and I'm like, oh Lord, I forgot I needed you.
Mhm.
And so then
But He didn't
find
forget though.
ourselves.
See, that's the
He
thing
didn't
that
forget.
and that's the thing that He been teaching me nowadays, that He didn't forget. Like,
Yeah.
how we are to our kids. We want the best.
Hmm.
We want the most love for them. We could see their dreams. We could just see everything in front. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and you try to make a way for them. And that's how he been correcting me here lately.
Yeah. I
And
love
so
it.
it's been making my love for him feel different.
Yeah.
I'm really feeling it as a father in a sense. You
Mm.
know what I'm saying? Because me coming, I'm gonna tell you all about this now. I am only child to my father.
Mhm.
Excuse me, he is still living, but we never had a connection like that. I always longed for it. And like I said in my earlier episodes, I have been molested before. It just made me feel certain types of way about a man, but I never had him there. He was always in and out of incarceration, not to bad mouth him or anything like that, but he just wasn't ever there. I just had my uncle. He was amazing. God rest his soul right now. He passed. But he was amazing. He really stood up and stood in for my dad. But I knew the difference. I knew that was my uncle and not my father. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And I still didn't hold that against him, and still up to this day, I tried to be a daughter with him. But some people, like I said, you just can't get along. I just, so I feel like it was just best for us to be apart then together.
But I love what you said about that's big. I'm learning that is when you forgive somebody, it doesn't mean that you have to, be back with them. Like, I think that that's a big misconception that has been taught, in the church, is that, forgive, forget, you need to mend that. But oftentimes you can't.
Mhm.
Um, I talk about that a lot with my father. The relationship was really rocky, and he passed away 5 years ago. And I felt, like I couldn't um get past it because there wasn't like a
Closure.
reconciliation. There was no closure. Yeah. And so it took a long time of God just kind of guiding me into the fact that I just need to let it go, like showing me those steps of letting it go. And like you said, it allowed me to look at him as a father, because I had that block. I would look at God as if he was God too far away. I can't reach you.
Yeah.
It wasn't until I
Like you
made that
hiding against him.
peace.
You was hiding too. You
Yeah,
know
I
what
was
I'm saying?
hiding.
You know what I'm saying? Like, man,
Yeah.
listen here. But he gonna come for you though. He
Yeah, he
come for you.
did. He
How did
does.
he
He
come?
did.
How did he come for you, Desiree?
So, I've been pondering that all day today, and what I came up with is I remember knowing of him. I was one of those girls who was dragged to church, didn't want to be there. It was all a show in my mind, forced to be in the choir. So I just knew of him.
Yeah.
But it took traumatic situations. In 2009, I almost lost my life. I had got shot in my stomach. And
Oh,
so, yeah. And so that day is the first day that I think he's ever became real to me, because that's all I remembered was in church. They were calling on him. And so, I was looking for who I can call on, and
Talk
sure
about
enough,
that moment, cause I'm interested, girl. Me and
yeah.
Shavonte.
So that's in the
Oh,
book. It is in the
I'm
book.
sorry. Oh,
But no, I'll share.
okay.
So
Let's
you
give us
know,
a
it's
little bonus clip.
so a
Y'all go
lot
get the
led
book. Go
to it.
get the book,
Go get
y'all.
the
Break
book.
it
Go
through.
get
Yeah. Okay,
the
let's.
book. It was definitely a lot that led up to it. It's still kind of like an unsolved thing. I will say. I don't really know exactly what happened, but it definitely it was the thing that turned me around. I will say that I was headed down the wrong road. I come from the hood. I was literally that girl who I ran away at 13 years old. So
Okay.
yeah, I had been on my own since I was 13 and just got into all looking for that daddy, just running into so many different things, and that led to that. And so yeah, and that's where God came and got me. And even then, sometimes we get to those traumatic incidents where we need God. I beg God, like, please, Lord, save me. I will do this, that, and the third. And, He delivered me. He saved me. I'm here. But to be honest, I backslid. I backslid right after that. And so it took the traumatic incident of me losing my father that really actually brought me to God. I began to have like drinking issues, and I just literally spiraled out of control. And that is where God really met me. He found me smoking a blunt, drunk.
You
Literally came. Yeah,
human
literally
because
came.
we don't even understand what we do when we
Yeah,
hurt. You know what I'm saying? We start
yeah,
feeling, we start getting all emotional. We abuse ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
yes.
Because that's the natural reaction with a
Hmm.
hurt person. You know what I'm saying? You don't even realize that you're hurting yourself, but you just don't want to feel
Mm.
it.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
numbness. That numbness. That's
yeah.
what it is. I don't know if it's Novocaine or whatever it is. That's
It's
that.
something.
That's that propofol, that's that whatever,
Yeah,
that's that
yeah,
that when you're
yeah.
going through something for real, it's numbing, and,
It is.
the thing that I love about God so much is the fact that He knows that about us,
Yes,
and,
yes, he
I never
does.
felt guilty about me going through and becoming, being close to Him. When you say backslid, I feel like He already knew.
He
You know,
did.
God
He
already
did.
know, and so
Yeah,
I think that's something that we hold on ourselves as a strike.
yeah.
When He already, like I said again, I ain't trying to babble, but He knows. You know
He
what I'm
does.
saying? And that
He
ain't nothing
does.
for us. I'm not saying it for us to go and to keep on doing those things, but He loves us out of it.
Yes,
Uh,
yes,
and showing you, like you said, that love of a father, and it
yeah,
just makes you not want to.
yeah,
You want to start being obedient with him.
yeah,
He's such a gentle man
yeah,
when it comes to you receiving him in that nature. You just like, okay, Lord, I mean, I'm doing this, and then you be like, He like, listen, don't be convicted, but obedience is better than sacrifice. You know what I'm saying?
amen,
And
amen,
but He'll let you know, like, okay, I'm understanding this, but you'll get it
yeah,
together. And
yeah,
then more
yeah.
and more, you be like, okay, Father, I don't want it. God, I said this. Forgive me. Oh, and then
Yes,
before you even do it, now you minding your own manners. Like, okay,
yeah,
you ain't gotta say me nothing to me now. And
yeah,
so now you conducting yourself in His sight, and out of sight of everybody else. You know what I'm saying? And so
absolutely,
that's
yeah,
right for you to get that. He love you, girl.
yeah,
He
yes,
loves all of us. He loves all of us. And don't forget, y'all, go get her book though, for real. And
yeah.
what else do you do interesting? Do you have a website for your t-shirts, or is it
I
they can just order from your online, or do you do special orders, or is it certain?
Yeah. So I am getting into all of that. I have not set up the website yet. But definitely I'm always on Facebook. I do the lives, and so um that's how people kind of find me, is through my lives. And then I do customized work. Most of my shirts are the shirts that I do are biblical based. They're scriptures, they're things that keep me going. Like I just started a group. It's called Sis Get Up. And
All
so
right, let's get up. Let's
sis
go
get up. Sis get up. And I'm doing a whole t-shirt line based around that. And so yeah, I thank God, bless him, that he's given me this creative spirit. I'm always creating something. So
That's good.
that's where I'm at right now.
That's good that you even have the momentum and the motivation, girl. I need some of your pimp juice right now.
Girl, it
You
runs
know,
out.
yeah, I know it do. I know it do. But that's good that you can still find that fire
Yeah.
to be well, it don't never goes out, it just be covered up a little bit.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's good that you are able to allow your lid to come up and let that flame be seen
Yes.
to everybody else out here, because I definitely enjoy it. You got me interested, so I'm definitely gonna get the book. Now, Desiree,
Yes.
is there anything that you would like these lovely people of our platform sending out a signal to know, especially about you and about your beliefs, and more so, just whatever you want, what do you find your purpose, and we're gonna take it out, because leave them something lasting. I just say that. Forgive me for babbling
Absolutely.
again, y'all.
Absolutely. No. So I love what you say, the signal. I think the signal is just remembering that no matter what you're going through, no matter who you are, no matter what you've been through, like you can get up from that. God loves you through that. I tell my story because I'm not ashamed of it. It brought me out. Like without it, I wouldn't know the power of God.
Right.
And so I think that's what a lot of us are missing, is just knowing that he loves us regardless of who you are, regardless of what you did. He loves you. And no matter what life has done to you, get back up again.
That's
Get
right.
back up.
Get back up,
Yes.
y'all. Here, listen. Get up, sis. Get up,
Yes.
brother. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Because Sister Desiree is here to let you know. And I'm proud too, and I'm going to let y'all know how we met. Because, we
Yes.
always got to have a how we do thing. And then I'm going to let y'all go. But at church, I seen you and your children. I mean, we never formally met, but it was just, I still felt you, and you
Yes.
felt me. And
Yes.
I see you on Facebook a lot, and I like the things that you was doing. And I said, you know what? I think I want to have her on this show, because I feel like what she has to offer is amazing. And, it shows strength of a woman, and it shows that we can beautifully do it.
Yes. Amen. Amen. Yes. I
We
love
can
this.
beautifully
I
do
love
it. We
this.
can
Yeah.
beautifully do it, yes. And if you have any more things going on, just always know that you can always hit us up, and you are more than welcome to come anytime. For real. I'm so serious. This is just the beginning, though, so check her out. She got her group on Facebook. Get up, sis.
Sis, get up.
Oh, sis, get up.
Yes.
I'm tearing it.
Sis, get up. It's
I wrote it down. Got it right here.
Yeah. And there's a book coming out for that too. So
Okay.
yeah.
Arthur going on here.
Yes.
Desiree Delacruz Jones.
Yes,
God and proud of
ma'am.
you, and I really, really appreciate you for
Thank you.
gracing
Thank
us
you.
to this platform. And ma'am, we're gonna let you know when we air. And we
Okay.
love you here at Sitting on the Signal. So, ladies and
Thank you.
gentlemen, this is me, your host, Shavonte Shepherd. And I'll see you next time. Peace.